Today we're going to be reviewing the Infinity Vault. It's actually an expansion of some of the deck box reviews that we've been doing recently. If you didn't see the latest Tombert Premium deck box, go check that video out here. But we are going to take a look at this one today. It's actually an expansion in terms of what the capabilities are. You're able to store a lot more than just a standard box. If you didn't see it before, this was one of our Tombert Premium boxes. Really love the box. Again, we store about 2 decks in here, and this is my personal box. These are sleeved, and it's really got a nice look and feel. If you want to take a look at that one in more detail, definitely go check it out. My wife ordered this for herself. As we start to expand our TCG game, we then start to see that we have more needs for storage, the dice, additional decks. So you definitely start to run out of space or have multiple deck boxes. Here we have the Infinity deck box. It's quite nice, actually really nice. So it has this PU leather, which is quite durable. It's scratch resistant. Like all 3 sections can open up individually. You got a nice piece of paper there. And of course this is meant to be stood up. So you have 3 different compartments. One in the middle is for the dice, your coins, and other accessories. And then you have 2 boxes at the top for your deck itself. So if we pull this out, we have about the same size as you would expect on a deck box. And again, each one of these holds, it states up to 100 double sleeved cards. And of course, if you weren't holding any extra accessories, you could put even more. So both of these deck boxes could hold 100 plus. And then in my case, as I said to all of you when we were looking at the Tombert Premium deck box, I've actually stored 2 full sets in here. So this is 60 each, so 120. Let's just take a look to see if these would fit in here as well. And as expected, you have about exactly the same size. You can fit both 60 card decks and a couple of dividers, which also means you could add a few extra cards in there if you wanted to have a few cards you switch between the decks depending on what you needed. And so definitely a good use case. We also have the coin slot here, and I happen to have a couple from my Charizard Premium box, so we'll just place these in here to kind of get an idea of the space in the room that you have. Not too bad. I will say sliding this in and out is a little bit tight, but of course it is brand new. We just opened this today, so I don't expect that it will stay that way. It should loosen up a little bit over time. Now, this again is magnetic, so without me holding the actual closure at all on any one of the 3, it seems to be holding quite well. And again, if we open each one of these up, you can look at one section without having to open the other section. So if you just needed some coins, you could leave the top and bottom closed and just pull open the middle section and grab out. Now you can see here, luckily this actually covers up the entire front, including the finger hole. But you can see if you weren't careful, you could definitely potentially lose something. See, in my case here, I can't even reach it now. So I would have to pull this out. There we go. Let's test that again, but this time let's put some cards in here. Just to kind of see how it handles the weight, how it handles some of the durability in terms of carrying this around if you're going to a tournament, or you're going to go to your local game shop and play, or just carrying it like we do many times up and down stairs. So I have a deck in the bottom, a full deck in the bottom, a full deck in the top, and then I have a set of coins and dice in the middle. So again, not holding. Okay, yeah, that works out pretty good. So let's take a look and see what it looks like this time. Looks like they all held well. The cards didn't shift too much. Again, I only have 1 deck in there, so the more you have, the better it will be held. It looks like that die coming out the hole was maybe a fluke. It doesn't look like it would happen every single time. but everything else looks good. And even if I don't have these closed, if I'm just holding it like this, they don't slide out. So in contrast to the previous statement, even though they don't slide out very easily in terms of accessibility, you do have to give it a little bit of an effort to pull it. It also is just enough that they don't fall out. Now again, as that gets more worn in and broken in, that may actually slide out a bit easier. Better for accessibility, but also double-edged sword for things falling out when didn't mean them to. So overall, the look and feel is very similar to the felt that we had in the Tombert Premium deck box. So you can see here we have those two in comparison, and they have the same feel to them, and also the same PU kind of leather on the outside. The stitching, as we did review also previously, is quite good. I don't see anything loose. We do have a little bit of play right here. You can see right at the top, but it does look to be well secured, and all the stitching around is also well fastened. There's a little bit of a extra string here from probably the end of the stitch that they just kind of wedged inside the box, but I don't think that will be an issue at all. And the boxes themselves, they do have stitching all around with the same PU leather finish, and again the felt on the inside, and they all appear to be quite high quality. I would probably rate this about the same as the Tombert deck box. Now it doesn't have the Pokemon look and feel like we like on some of these. We had a Pikachu, two different Pikachu versions. We have the Pokeball version. I do like the Pokemon theme. However, if you're not really up or needing to want to have that on your deck box, this is a really nice deck box to carry more than one deck. I would say up to 4, with probably 2 or 3 sets of dice and coins. Wow, I'm quite surprised. This is actually a lot cheaper than I thought. It is about 8% off at $29.47 on Amazon right now, and the original price is about $34. This is cheaper than the Pokemon, themed deck box, and it holds more. It's almost 2 of those. As you can see here, you essentially have 2 of those plus the caddy for your dice and coins. So this is a great deal, much better than I thought. Now, the only thing that I always give the caveat for as we look at this is that we don't have the longevity of how this product would work over time. However, it looks to be really good, solid quality, and I think that we'll probably definitely get our money's worth. So if you haven't seen one before, definitely check it out. It looks like it's going to be a solid purchase, and I hope you enjoyed today's product review, and look forward to seeing you at the next one.